Hey guys, this is Jacoby filming another Wednesday with the TransTubers. This week we are talking about the difference between transgender and drag. We have been having some really deep topics the past couple of weeks, so this is another one that I've been wanting to embark on because it seems like a lot of people can't distinguish the two, or they assume everyone who is transgender um, is dresses in drag, or people who dress in drag want to transition. So it's something I definitely wanted to embark on just for the simple fact that I was a performer for 7 years. I did male illusion and now I'm physically transitioning. Um, I am not saying that every drag king wants to transition, and I'm not saying every person who is transitioning ever did drag. I'm not saying that, it's definitely a broad subject because, like the sexuality thing, not every trans person is going to be straight. Not every trans person is going to be gay. You know, it's in that broader spectrum. You have to think that yes, there are some performers who have performed for a while and have decided that that's how they are most comfortable, like myself. Um, I knew that I was trans when I started performing. I didn't come out to anybody because my family is extremely religious, and I thought that we would have a falling out, so to speak. So I left it to performing. But even being bounded down that way and packing, even when I was on stage, I was most comfortable. Did it help me ease on into transitioning? Absolutely. But like I said, there's a big difference. The difference is that a drag performer, they do everything illusion based. They are happy as one gender. Most of them. Most are happy as one gender. Drag queens, drag kings. They start as male or female, and then they use makeup, clothing, and what have you to give off the illusion that they're something that they're really not. After they've been on stage and they've, paraded around and performed their butts off and everything like that, the makeup comes off and they go back living as the gender that um, they came to be before the show. So, drag king, most of them are female and, cis, and, have no desire to transition, and they'll, be obviously female. They'll, you know, wear female clothing. Sometimes they'll even wear, they give off the butch thing. I'm really not trying to be offensive, but a lot of drag kings tend to be uh, the the butch females. So they, come wearing their normal clothes. They aren't binding. They're not packing, and what have you. And then they get ready to be on the stage. They change their clothes into something that's more masculine. Um, they'll put on a face for facial hair. They adhere hair to their face and what have you. Um, some of them use tape, and then they put makeup over that tape so they can perform shirtless or open shirted, and then they'll put like a bunch of abs on themselves or what have you. And it's all about that illusion. At hiding the tape as well as you possibly can gives off more of the illusion, like, hey, that's not a girl under there, that's a dude. And then come to find out it was just a drag king. So, and then a transgender individual, they're born one gender, but they live and do everything the opposite gender, the gender that they desire. Like myself, I was born female, but nothing registered female. My hair is cut short male. I dress male. I do everything male, 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 male. I identify as a male. If people say she, call me her, use my bio name, whatever, I get angry, especially if they know opposite. And that's the difference between drag and trans. Like I said, I'm not saying all drag people, performers who do drag, don't end up being trans. Sometimes um, they end up coming out because it helped push them along. I know that is happening with a lot of drag kings that I used to perform with. Some that I know just because when you're in the drag king circuit for so long, you hear of all these performers. They come from different states. You meet a lot of brothers, and you come to find out that a lot of them are just like you. So that's the difference between drag and being transgender. And yeah, don't automatically assume that every person that does drag lives that way and wants to be transgender. I know a lot of very proud females that like to do it just in the sake of the art of fooling everybody, because she's a very beautiful girl, but once she's done doing face taping, wearing the outfits, like she looks like a guy, like full on, like it's kind of a head turner. And she just does it in the sake for performing because she thinks outside of the box, and she thinks, look at how many people I can fool. She thinks of it in a performing aspect. So there's different opinions on it, but those are the differences. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. If you have any questions, your theories, anything, feel free to hit up our YouTube page, my Facebook page, Tumblr, what have you. Just load it up full of questions and comments, what have you, concerns, whatever. And yeah, I will see you all next week.